to you, okay?
Of course, always.
So, Pink, last year, I remember we talked about the WNBA coming to NBA 2K for the first time. I can confirm that it's back in NBA 2K21. What are some things you'd like to see to improve on the WNBA inclusion?
I would like to see, like, people that are not my size look so short. Like, I remember Erica Willer. I remember playing with her. She looked like, you know, really small.
And now, your Minnesota Timberwolves starting five. At power forward, at 6'9" number 41, Juan Gomez. The other forward position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 20, Josh Okogie. Starting at shooting.
Welcome to 2K Sports.
Create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen, or the crazy things that we hear on a day-to-day basis. It's basically a safe place. So for any women gamers out
We're the land of the free.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello.
Well, let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Memphis, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, there's the Spurs. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
And checking out San Antonio, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
And the starting group for the Spurs, you've got Jakob Poeltl. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Now here's Anderson, following the miss by Jaren Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. White left side. Murray outside. White inside. Brooks covering. DeRozan's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And stolen by White. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's a high-level finish from Morant, showing more strength than he's really giving credit for.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Now here's White. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
And it's Walker penetrating. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Brooks with no one around. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
this is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports. When you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O, it keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Valanciunas grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And San Antonio has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. DeRozan. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Anderson with the drive. Brooks finds Valanciunas. Here's Morant. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Murray for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson passes to Brooks. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. The pass to Anderson. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Walker. They get it back. Oh, good on that one. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Dallas. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take a different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, Morant just shows you a little of everything. I mean, that time he stops on a dime, pops it in. Nothing you can do to defend that.
Murray, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Pass to Morant. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his...
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it, even myself, for a long period of time.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining. And we see it over and over again.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bellinelli. Rudy Gay is out there with Tyler Zeller. And it's Mills. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Now here's Gay. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Forbes dishes to Gay. Up top, Chang. He's covered by Zeller. Basket counts.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Forbes. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Melton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Clark, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter. And Memphis, a small town, not a free agent destination, but the connection between these fans and their team really stands out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, I love Memphis. Shout out to Bill Street. Oh, man, they got some great food there, GA. I'll take it one of my spots next time we're up there. But Memphis is known for its food and music. I mean, the MGs, as some call the Grizzlies, a treasured part of the scene.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Alden.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Spurs trail by 5. The pass to Mills. And Forbes kicks to Zeller. Down low. Mills passes to Forbes. The Grizzlies pull it in. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time they faced this club rebounding was their big advantage. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Over to the wing. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Clark. Another shot in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
No, he may not be quite the leaper his brother Cody is, but Tyler Zeller can definitely rock the ball.
Here's Allen following the bucket by the Spurs. The 3. No good that time. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Forbes. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
No good from Clark.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mills dishes to Gay. From deep. Gay. And Gay with the second chance points. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those 2 things.
And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here is Forbes. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4. And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with two big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing a hoop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Memphis moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Valanciunas can't connect from short range.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Passes it to Purdy. Back to Murray. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Anderson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now a 5-point Grizzly lead. DeRozan finds Walker. Murray right side. Pass to DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Now here's Walker, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Pass to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Up top, Valanciunas. Back to Anderson. That one, no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And they take the lead. White's got 8 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Knocks down the 3 ball. 5 points in the game.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Morant kicks to Jackson. 1:32 left to play in the third.
The third youngest player ever to drop 30 in a game, Jaren Jackson Jr. Looking like a great starting piece for the Grizzlies rebuild.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Feeds it to Pirtle. Kicks it to Morant. Now the pass to Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. And Chris, he was the third big man taken in the 2018 draft, but in time, Jaren Jackson could prove to be the best.
Oh yeah, he definitely could. I mean, he has a high ceiling, but also a high floor. Why is that? He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be successful. With his defense and perimeter shooting, he can already impact winning in a complementary role.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Josh Jackson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Milton. Morant passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Shoots the three. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely. Jackson kicks to Clark. Here's Morant. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Memphis out in front. They're up by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay, who's out there with Jakob Poeltl. Mills out there with DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting. You do your best, and you live with the results.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And guarding Poeltl is never easy. He's got so many moves and ways to get defenders to be overly physical with him.
And he can't get the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And Poeltl is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Now here's Brooks. Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Clark. DeRozan defending. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. And turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jackson. Mills dishes to Gay. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Clark kicks to Morant. Here's Anderson. Here's Clark. And there's the feed to Valanciunas. Nails the baby hook. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Finished off by the big man. The 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. Mills passes to Forbes. Bounce pass from Poeltl. From 7. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mills with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
You like seeing Gay get this involved in the offense, especially early, just taking over and dominating whoever is on it.
And that one's good. Morant
his energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Morant with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Clark. Here's Valanciunas, and that one drops for him. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Well, you got to give Gay a ton of respect for taking that possession head on, sensing the importance of the moment, but seizing.
Morant kicks to Clark. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Morant with it. Back to Anderson. To the paint. Stolen by Gay. Right side, DeRozan. And here's Mills for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Mills has got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Here's Morant. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Gay. White comes in for Brent Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now here's DeRozan. And here is Pirtle. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. Out to White. 6 to shoot. Pirtle, the pass to Murray. Here's Walker. A shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And they double up Jackson to the inside. From 12 feet out. And another miss by Memphis. Spurs trail by 3. From deep, Walker. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Morant pushes to Jackson. Brooks kicks to Morant. Anderson passes to Jackson. And here's Brooks from outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Deep 2 from Murray. The putback. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Morant passes to Jackson.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And White kicks to DeRozan. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
That's the Ja Morant special, ripping the hearts out of them.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it. And stolen by Murray. Here's White. Yes! In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
And so it's San Antonio. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
MyTeam fans, we have 2K TV MyTeam correspondent Blake here to tell us what the devs are saying. Blake, I know you've got some MyTeam news. Give it to us.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up, Alexis? I've got some tidbits from the devs. One of the things that you'll be interested in, I know evolution cards were
and getting mentally prepared to compete. Houston, and let's... Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Pelicans. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, San Antonio, just a couple spots back.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And for San Antonio, Murray out there with White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And that one's good, Ingram. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
Here's Holiday following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Ingram against Walker. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's New Orleans with it. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Shoots over Poeltl. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Back to DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
And when Poeltl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. It's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers, playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Ball. Now here's Zeller. On the wing, DeRozan. 4 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And Hayes throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
DeRozan against Holiday. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Frank Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. Bellinelli passes to Forbes. Here's Mills. 3 from Gay. That one misses. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento from the corner, and it's good off the back rim and in. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs, trailing by 5. Inside. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Hart the pass to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Redick for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Redick's got 5 now.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. Hart is out there with Okafor. And it's Melli in at the 4 slot. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Hart. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Zeller kicks to Bellinelli. Down low, cuts off the pass. Left side Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Bellinelli. Misses off the right iron. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Melli. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Melli's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Gay passes to Zeller. Count it from 12. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. Shots good by Mills.
The dangerous in the catch and shoot. When Mills sets his feet, has great balance, he's tough to stop.
To the middle. Here's Okafor. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Forbes. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 8. Redick finds Okafor. Zeller grabs the board.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Forbes the pass to Mills. Nobody near Gay. Sinks the three-pointer. Gay's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wow, when Rudy Gay's connecting there, that's going to help out a lot. It really opens up the rest of the court.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Outside Holiday hits it from three-point range. Holiday's got 6 points.
Excellent screen and roll there by Holiday. He gets a great look at the rim and then calmly steps up and knocks it down.
Here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Walker against Ingram. Passes it to Holiday. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is up and in. 8 points for him.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, after the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have a solid 8. And that's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And finished off by Walker.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Ingram kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. And good work on the boards, and they pick up a second chance points. Williamson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Murray, the pass to Walker. Shoots over Ingram, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist. And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Tries yet again. The kick out to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Ball against Murray. Ball, the pass to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 4 this quarter. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Williamson kicks to Ingram from past the arc, drills the three-pointer. And it's 13 points for Zion Williamson.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Pirtle. Great D that time from Favors. New Orleans leading by 13. Ball, the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Walker lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 8.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. It's Ingram on the wing. DeRozan defending. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's DeRozan. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Ingram kicks to Hayes. Pass to Favors, and stolen by Gay. DeRozan against Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
2 shots.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you... That's a little bit out of the Rudy Gay experience there. Used to absorbing contact on the way up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hayes. Favors trying to break free. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his second bucket.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pirtle dishes to Mills. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Forbes. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low.
And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Ingram. He's out there with Favors. Then it's Ball, and it's Hart in at the 2. New Orleans moving it around. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Left side Favors. Ball up top. Hayes dishes to Favors. And it goes down 2 points.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
That's tipped. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Ingram with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Walker's checked in for Gay. Light comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Ingram with the steal. Shot from free throw range. And the Pelicans miss again. Spurs trail by 10. And White kicks to Walker. Back to White. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Here's Williamson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Poeltl sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
And the dunk by Williamson.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Pirtle, the pass to Murray. Back to Pirtle.
2 minutes.
Ingram against Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Josh Hart.
Substitution for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball.
Pelicans leading by 5. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And stolen by Murray. And DeRozan kicks to Walker. To the paint. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Comes up empty down low. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pulls it up. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Spurs trail by 7. To the inside. The kick out to Walker. San Antonio again missing. Williamson, the pass to Ball. And there's the pass to Favors. Now here's Williamson. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Ball finds Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Holiday, the pass to Ball. 5 to shoot. Back to Holiday. Ingram wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 12-point Pelican lead. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Passes it to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. Trains it from beyond the arc.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They came in here.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
keep your eyes out for that.
Blake, you and I know the community loves that competition in MyTeam. What did the devs give you in terms of insight into competitive MyTeam?
Well, you will be competing for championship rings in NBA 2K21. That's it. That's all I can say, but there will be more ways to play and compete in MyTeam.
I like the sound of that.
I know something that...
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. It is indeed, DA. Thank you. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, a couple spots below.
And I think for New Orleans, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some hope. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Now we'll look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. Clock at 4. Shoots from 14. Reverses. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You've got to box this guy out whenever a shot goes up. A new Memphis head coach, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover in the front office as well. Hopefully, they'll find some continuity moving forward.
Williamson and the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Williamson. A second chance effort. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Williamson. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Terrific steal to start the break. The eye-hand coordination, the long arms. Anderson is tricky.
Smitty, this Grizzlies team has always given a good effort. Oh, that was something else.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And that one's good by Favors.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Here's Anderson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that one's good by Favors. Favors has got 7 points in the game.
That's where a majority of Favors' points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and Jackson gets it to go. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty. when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Left side, Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Kelly's got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Melton passes to Allen. Memphis moving it around. Top of the key. And it's Memphis with another.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Down low. It's stolen. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. A putback.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Pelicans trail by 4. Out to the wing. Here's Hayes. Sinks that one from the post.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Melton. The putback. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Off the inbound. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Good defense from JJ. He competes out there. And
it's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Gorgie Dang is out there with Clark. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Floats one up. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Clark. Looking for Jang. He gets it there. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Okafor and the rejection by Jang. And they'll keep possession. And Redick kicks to Okafor. And the pass to Melli. And stolen by Jang. Here's Clark. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Inside. A nice shot by Melli. Melli's got 10 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, intercepted. Outside Jackson. Pass to Melli. Shot clock at 5. Unable to get that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
and his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And stolen by Reddick. Now here's Reddick, the fast break opportunity. Clark, that's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Melton, guarded by Jackson. Jang against Okafor. Clark, the pass to Jang. Here's Melton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3, but they recover it. Allen finds Clark. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Pass to Okafor. Rebound by Jang. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. We're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it. The Pelicans, they are committed to New Orleans. Some have speculated they'd be a candidate to move to the Seattle market. Organization-wise, they have said they're not going anywhere.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant, he nails it, and we're tied up. Morant's got 6.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. And the dunk by Williamson.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside for Jackson. Takes the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. 12 points for him.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special. And a 2-for-1 is there for him if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game. He wisely chose to pull up for a 3 on the fast break. The defense sucked in to prevent the layup.
Outside Holiday. Offensive rebound. Here's Williamson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. And here is Brooks. Jackson with it. He's covered by Ball. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor, and so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and it was Jaren Jackson Jr. setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 14 points. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. Here's Jackson. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A low release push shot for Jaren Jackson on the perimeter. The form is a bit unorthodox, but it's consistent, and he gets it off quickly. And by the way, he's a 7-footer.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Hey, you know, Smitty, when defenders close out, Jaren Jackson has shown the ability to attack off the dribble.
Also, Kevin, despite shooting with his right, he almost always drives to his left. Comfortable finishing with either hand in the paint.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David, thank you. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And here's Brooks from outside.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good, old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Okafor against Valanciunas. And it's Okafor off the drive. Favors can't get it to go.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Passes to Hart, to the middle, stolen. Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Memphis also making a switch. Corky Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And you look at Anderson, he likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
Favors, and it's good, 2 points. Favors has got 9 points.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Brooks with no one around, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Ball feeling it out a bit. To the inside, and then Favors with the dunk.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
Out to Brooks. And there's the pass to Morant. Here's Clark. Pelicans pull it in. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Clark, that's good. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now here's Morant. Guarded close. Clark, the pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ball. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Anderson. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Ball. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Jackson dishes to Morant. Stolen by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. And that one's good. Williamson.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And that one's good. Morant. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. PJ Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics. There's a lot of guys that like to get in your head. Also, Joel Embiid is one. He does it extremely well.
Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson with it. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. And that one's good. Morant.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Williamson. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
To the paint. The kick out to Anderson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brooks. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Gets a hand on it and staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Anderson in the post. He's covered by Ingram, and Anderson gets it to go.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Will it go? Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Anderson. Here's Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Holiday gets the bucket.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, there will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
This is a game where the defense, Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
High-level shot-making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Jackson passes to Melton. Allen dishes to Tolliver. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Melton. Drills the elbow jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Moore outside. From outside the arc. That's good.
Very reliable these days from distance.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
RPM check benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Enjoy.
Come on, man. We had to really show this.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And with pregame routines coming to...
Well, guys,
a proud franchise. Thank you, David. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3. And for San Antonio, we've got Jakob Poeltl. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 3. The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Over White. And it's Morant missing. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Poeltl finds Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. Outside Jackson. Anderson outside. There's the pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. It's Anderson with the drive, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
White down low. Brooks covering. White, good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Hey, look at Poeltl. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Shoots from 14. The offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
To the middle. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
The drive by Brooks, and there it is for him. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Murray outside. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Anderson against Murray. And Poeltl sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poeltl. And some changes here for the Spurs. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Outside DeRozan. 1:22 left to play in the first. Off with the layup. Here's Morant. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 8. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Gay, left side. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Clark. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
They grab their own miss. And the basket by DeRozan.
You've got to get a body on DeMar DeRozan, because if you don't, his size and athleticism will allow him to hurt you on the glass.
And that one's good by Clark.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant kicks to Anderson. The shot missing. Nice D from DeRozan. Gay, right side. Pass to DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I don't know how many guys have bitten on DeRozan's pump fake over the years, but I do know it's a bunch of them, and because that fake is so good, it's a weapon for him.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Memphis out in front, up by 6. Live from the 8. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Bellinelli. Zeller is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Gay inside. He's against Chang. Now here's Zeller, defended by Allen. Zeller dishes to Gay. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Forbes the pass to Gay. Gay is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Forbes uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
Here's Melton. It's hauled in by Gay. Spurs trail by 8. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. This one for 3. They get it back. Hangs. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. To the wing on the left. Inside. Here's Gay. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gay's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
Here's Zeller. It's good. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Stolen by Walker. To the left wing. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. That one goes in, and the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Gorgie Jang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
Walker finds Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Kicks to Zeller. Back to Mills. Pocket 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Zeller.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Guarded by Walker. Passes it to Melton. Allen for 3. He can't get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
2 shots.
And you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Over Murray. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Now DeRozan. He had 13 points in the win against Dallas.
You never have to worry about DeRozan going soft. I mean, when he gets inside, he's taking it strong to the rack.
It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Spurs as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. What a start for Jakob Poeltl. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Jakob Poeltl has done in this game.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Murray, the pass to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
The 6'7" native of Compton, DeMar DeRozan, getting it done. Great strength there.
And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
And they pick up 2. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And stolen by White. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got 7 points.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
Jackson against DeRozan. He gets it in there. He's got 11.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Anderson. White against Brooks. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Spurs leading by 7. The pass to Pirtle. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Mark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Boy, he's upped his intensity really in a big way tonight. No stopping him now.
And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Poeltl, mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
Here's DeRozan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Second is DeMar DeRozan.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And Clark at 7 feet tall. Poeltl a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Poeltl can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
To the wing right side. Gay trying to break free. Poeltl's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Brooks right side. Off target with the open look.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Good work there as it goes. 10 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that high.
Nice shot by Brooks.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
On the wing, DeRozan. To the middle. Hurdle, the pass to DeRozan over Brooks, and he can't bank that one in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And that one falls for Clark. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Back to Gay from 12 feet out. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Morant. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Spurs lead by 9. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Rudy Gay is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And Anderson has it in the corner. They get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Hurdle, he's checked in for Bellinelli.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Grant banked in off the glass.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Here's DeRozan. Feeds it to Pirtle. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. No one covering. And the Spurs lead by 9. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Walker's checked in for DeRozan. Wright comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills.
The dude just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Anderson. From deep, Gay. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Hurdle finds Walker. Changes up. He lays it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Gay kicks to White. Back to Gay. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Brooks.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Let's go. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Anderson.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
And another turnover here by San Antonio.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Grizzlies have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Down low. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Rudy Gay. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
His game continuing to evolve, guys, and shots like this prove Murray is the real deal.
That bucket in no time at all. 20 points for John Morant.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Shot's good by Walker.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Gay kicks to White. Murray against Brooks. Here's Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay has done it so many times throughout his career. Big shots at big moments.
Spurs leading by 4. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Gay finds Murray. Back to Gay. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. No good from Clark.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it. I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The kick out to Walker. The shot. It's tipped. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
He's perfect from the line this time. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so it's San Antonio who's scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Thanks for watching this week, and make sure you check back here for more news on NBA 2K21.
And make sure to follow us on social for all the event updates.
Remember, it's at NBA 2K_2KTV, and thanks for watching.
See you next time.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came... To talk about this, David, some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Pirtle, Murray out there with White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And DeRozan kicks to Walker. Just 4 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Birtle, the pass to White. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Ball. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Favors passes the ball. Back to Favors. 4 on the clock. Rebound, San Antonio. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight. Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Kings. Walker the pass to White. Inside, the 9-foot shot. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
White against Holiday. Poked loose and stolen by Favors. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Birtle dishes to White. Left side, DeRozan. With some arc. Good on the shot. DeRozan's got 6. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Birtle with the steal. Now, here's DeRozan. He's covered closely.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Ball against Murray. Here's Williamson. Here's Favors. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Redick surveying the D. Nailed from three-point land.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Jackson. And here is Zeller. Bellinelli for three. Drops in the tray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's San Antonio. They're up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for San Antonio, Zeller is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard position. Here's Hart. He's covered by Gay. They get it again. Hart the pass to Melly. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Redick. From downtown. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, without the scoring they got from that second unit, that is not a game they would have won. They needed every one of those points that they got off the bench.
Zeller passes to Mills. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup. Mills has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And then Gay with the dunk.
That's a little bit out of the Rudy Gay experience there. Used to absorbing contact on the way up.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Outside, Redick. Jackson kicks to Hart. Jackson dishes to Hayes. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
It's Redick on the wing. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Hart. Bellinelli is covering. Hart the pass to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose. Here's Okafor. Offensive rebound. Hart. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Drew Holiday in for Frank Jackson. Then for the Spurs, Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, Team first player. Love that from the guard position.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. There's the dish to Okafor. And the shot is good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Gay passes to DeRozan. Back to Gay. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
That's too easy. A player of Rudy Gay's scoring prowess, he's salivating on shots like that.
Okafor in the post. Hurdles there. Hart kicks to Williamson. The pass to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Gay. Over Williamson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Okafor at the basket on the assist by Williamson. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to DeRozan. And Okafor with the block. So a tie game here as we finish the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period. And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And yes, it's good. Ball's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Outside, White. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. DeRozan against Ingram. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Well, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is for the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for Walker. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Melly. DeRozan defending. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. In third, the Pelicans.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Jackson passes to Melly. Shoots over DeRozan. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Spurs trail by 8. And they get it. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And Hayes throws it down.
So that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
White with it, guarded now by Jackson. White down low, Jackson on him. White the pass to Zeller. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point New Orleans lead. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, who play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
Here's Hayes. And the layup falls. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A shot by Bellinelli. No good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Outside, Redick. Kicks to Hayes. Redick dishes to Hayes. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Mills. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's where his advantage is. Speed in the open floor. Mills is a Tasmanian devil of sorts on the break.
Pelicans leading by 6. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Redick passes to Melly. That one falls. Melly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Zeller with it. Hayes on him. White, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Redick from deep three-point land, and the three ball is good. Redick's got 6 points.
And that was deep right there. JJ works on all of these shots all the time.
And so it's New Orleans ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot.
Adept at converting at the mid-range. Rudy Gay, when he gets room to shoot, he's not going to think about it 2 times.
Pass to Hart, to the paint. Here's Favors. That shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And Walker kicks to Gay. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. The layup off target. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Hart, and it's Okafor at the elbow. Here's Favors. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
No good on the free throw. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. And he sinks the second.
Pretty consistent player when healthy, and nice to see Rudy Gay working back to this kind of athletic prowess.
Gay against Favors. Right side Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. Spurs trail by 6. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Solid at feeding his guys the ball. Rudy has no problem giving it up that time.
It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Williamson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Gay misses. Pelicans leading by 5. Williamson dishes to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Favors, and he banks in the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Hurdle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 7. Here's Williamson. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Forbes. Not going to go that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And stolen by Williamson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Williamson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Out to Ingram. Takes a 3. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Murray against Holiday. Now the pass to Pirtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
And it's Ingram missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Another shot. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Gay, and finished off by Gay.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now here is Holiday. Now Ingram. Pass to Hart. There's the triple. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
on NBA 2K TV. We're inside the bubble with Washington Mystics and 2K fan Ariel Powers. Plus, we're talking 2K21 with Mike Wang and Agent Zero. We check in with community members, and we have some hints on what
Beautiful. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combined at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center position. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And Chris in his 6th season out of UCLA. Small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
There's Morant. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
An exceptional decision maker in transition situation. Boy, he's so awesome at reading the floor.
And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Brooks, the pass to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Left side Favors. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the 3 off target. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Left side Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
And the shot goes in.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rhythm.
Here's Valanciunas. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And that one's good. Brooks. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ball finds Favors. Holiday goes in. And it's Williamson missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Brooks. Pelicans with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Lonzo Ball 3rd.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, these guys have that same nose for the ball. These are some scrappy players. They can hold their own in the paint with anyone.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Jackson. Anderson against Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Here's Anderson. He feeds it to Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Off target with his three. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Favors. No points in the game yet for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Kevin, and with Ingram's long limbs, it's hard to stay in front and defend without foul.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Both free throws good for Ingram.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Melton. To the left side wing. From deep three-point range, Allen's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance.
How about that?
One eye on the rim.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Clark. He's out there with Gorgie Dang, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard. But Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Ron Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Jang finds Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Outside Jackson. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Hart the pass to Hayes. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And it's Okafor missing. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And it's Clark slamming it down. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And this is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Jackson dishes to Okafor. Over Clark. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Jackson. Okafor's got his first 2 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And then Okafor slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Frank Jackson.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Allen. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Up again. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Williamson. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
The putback misses the follow-up. Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks the ball. Pass to Williamson. Over Anderson. And it's Williamson missing. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. They get it back. Pass to Morant. Anderson with the ball. Moves back up. Valanciunas. Okafor grabs the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball with the bucket.
And Zoe is feeling it, no question. He only takes these kind of shots when he's in the zone.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Here's Hart. A miss that time would have put him up. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Stolen by Jackson. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Stolen by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williamson.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4. And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Lonzo Ball.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. Zion Williamson on top. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. Brooks with it. Over Holiday. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday with the ball. Stolen by Anderson. There's the lob to Jackson. Ingram with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break, so they take the lead. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
Finishing in transition. It's the best part of Williamson's offense right now.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Brooks dishes to Morant. Kicks it to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Favors. No good from Valanciunas. New Orleans in the lead.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
It's Williamson, top of the key. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. And Memphis the other way now. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide. Teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
Durant. And it's off from three-point range.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity. A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Jackson kicks to Anderson. Out left to the wing. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. From deep. Anderson can't get it to go. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Corner shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And the pass to Morant. Memphis moving it around. To stop the drought. The Grizzlies with another miss.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Here's Williamson. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Williamson's got 10 points in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
For the tie, they grabbed their own miss.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Pass to Holiday. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Puts up a 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Anderson finds Brooks. Now Valanciunas. Pass to Jackson. Now Morant. For the lead. Second chance shot. Brooks outside. Fires for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Holiday. Brooks covering. Passes it to Ball. For 3. A shot. No good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans on top, leading by a point. And right after... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Clark is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The Pelicans trail. Hart kicks to Jackson. Back to Hart. The pass to Melly. Over Jang. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Redick for 3. Connects from three-point range. Redick's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Grayson Allen. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ball's checked in. Melton, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Right wing. Here's Melly, and that one is good. Melly's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Hart. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Here's Clark. Clock at 6. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Hayes. Now here's Ball. Outside, Redick. Pass to Hayes. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Hayes, and it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. And here is Brooks. Fires from the line. He gets that one.
You got to appreciate the fearlessness. I mean, Brooks enjoying having the ball in his hands in big spots.
Outside, Redick. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Redick. And stolen by Williamson. Dishes it to Ingram. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Pelican lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And then Clark slams it in.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Redick surveying the D. Ingram outside. Mr. Williamson. A nice shot by Melly. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Morant passes to Anderson. The dish to Morant. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Jackson finds Brooks to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Passes it to Williamson. Holiday dishes the ball. Ingram outside. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every